One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team from the American, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight reel catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
On the run, it's Peoples. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Sayin. Punts it out of the air. Knocked down for the tackle.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. So Tulane's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Grab behind the line. It's Bohannon. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Tulane, number 83. Catches.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for space, it's Peoples. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Lofts one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive play, his longest catch of the game, And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
The Buckeyes are on the move. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to bully their way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How much confidence do you have in your quarterback? You're going to have to throw this in the end zone and try to generate a touchdown on 4th down. It's still relatively early in the game. It's still relatively close. How aggressive can you be with your signal call?
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Preston. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his man. It's Reed. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
And the Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's a heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Creates a little space. Shakes off the defender. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Rides to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Peoples. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give out of the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got the quick pass. Oh, what a cut! And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barnes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got it down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Using the quick game. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Hand off from the shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Bohannon. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long. With players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Makes the grab, it's Peoples. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, they're after him. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Reed. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Smith.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The official says no good. Still up by 8 after the miss. Just enough time for 1 final play of the half.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
Comes to the line, lots of work to do on third down. Trying play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll run it from the gun. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got it behind the line. It's Reed. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Jukes his way for more. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Peoples. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got the quick completion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Snap it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reed. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Now on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Bohannon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Running behind that left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He leaves it with his back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sayin. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake, now to throw. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Firing to the right, complete. Strong, firm tackle.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Kick is in the air. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll try the right side. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Running a read option to the left. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
To the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Try to get it to the edge. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
brings up.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
To throw, it's Sayin. Got a man, it's Smith. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Wants to throw on third down. Fires complete on the crosser. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Makes the grab on the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with second down coming.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football and get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They want that clock to run. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Bohannon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Preston. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
They're dealing with a second and long. Lost to throw again. The short hands. It's Reed. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bohannon. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
By the back. He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.